That trailer was great. If my parents weren't asleep, I would have moaned a lot louder during the trailer.
Hello, Peter.
But it is what it is, and I've got to go and change my trousers. Hold on a sec. Actually, no, forget the trousers, because right now I've got to talk about this trailer, and what a trailer this was. It revealed a ton of stuff, so let's get into it. So straight off the bat, we get confirmation that Tom Holland's Spider-Man is actually in Spider-Man No Way Home. And I know a lot of people have been wanting to see the Spider-Man in the trailer. So to actually have one show up in it, and not even that, but to be the first thing shown, must have given a lot of people a lot of gratification. And nobody's disappointed that this is the only Spider-Man we see in the trailer. So moving on, we see what's most likely the moment right after Peter's identity got revealed, which will probably be the very beginning of the movie. We do find out at the time between Mysterio's supposed death to Peter's identity being revealed was only a week, which makes me wonder why it took that long when they could have done it a lot sooner. So I think something might have been going on during those 7 days, or maybe I'm just grasping at straws here. I also think that Doctor Strange could be Mysterio because they're both in the same position in some of the posters, but I could be wrong there as well. So don't listen to me, but do, because I need the watch time. So let's just move on to the Green Goblin, who looks just like the way we last saw him with a glider through his balls, except there's one difference, and that there's no purple tint on his armour. He could still have a massive gaping hole through his crotch. I mean, we can't have him recreate Sins Past now, can we? Next we see some promotion for the Spider-Man toy, which looks pretty good. I do wonder if the toys are going to be updated, since in the leaks it has them have some red on the arms, but here we can clearly see it's entirely black and gold. I do prefer the one with red more, but I suppose you do want a toy that's more like the one in the 2-hour long ad. Now we have Doc Ock. Doc, can you please choke me with those tentacles like you do to Peter in this trailer, because that's exactly what happens. And it's so good. Spider-Man 2 was a massive letdown with how wasted the tentacles were, but Jon Watts gets me. When he laid eyes upon those tentacles, he just had to have one choke him. And it's for this reason alone why he's superior to Sam Raimi in every way. He just has the vision, whilst Sam Raimi doesn't. Obviously from this trailer we know Doc Ock will die in this movie, since the male octopus die after getting it on, and since Jon Watts is a visionary mastermind, he'll put those tentacles to good use, and Doc Ock will die. Okay, so what I'm going to be saying now is some leak related stuff, so skip ahead if you don't want to hear any of that. Right, so when it rains heavily, and in Britain that's basically all the time, so when that happens the roof starts dripping, the floor gets wet, whole room gets damp and mouldy. Good thing is that it's not my room, it's the room next to me, but nobody can use it because it's just a mess. But anyway, let's talk about another leak where Doctor Strange has a prison made for the multiverse villains. I think we get a look at it here with Doc Ock. He's clearly in a room of sorts, which could very much be the prison that's been in the leaks. So if it does exist, then there's a good chance that all the villains will be locked up at some point in the movie, only to be released by Spider-Man because he finds out that they're all going to die. But surely they just mean that in a general sense, because Sandman and Lizard didn't die. Another thing which was leaked very early on in the year was that the Statue of Liberty would have a Captain America shield, which actually ended up being true, and that's all I've got to say about the leaks. I don't actually look into them that much, but if I see one, then I see one. Here we have a very nice looking swinging scene, which might be Peter wearing the black and gold suit and is about to fight Electro since the sun is setting, and we do know the Electro fight takes place at night with some pylons nearby, like what we see here. I do think that the web swinging in this movie will be the best we've seen in the MCU, because I do believe that the TASM CG team were hired for this movie, and the web swinging in the Amazing Spider-Man movies were amazing. See, it's funny because the movies have the word amazing in them, and I just used that word to describe the web swinging. Now, Doctor Strange tells Spidey and friends to Scooby-Doo the scrap, which makes no sense. Actually, it does make sense. I remember watching this video a few weeks ago about every Scooby-Doo character. It was from Jello Apocalypse. So, they talked about Vincent Van Gogh and his first appearance, which was in 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo, where Vincent Van Gogh is dressed up as Doctor Strange. I'm not sure if he has magic or anything, but anyway, he tells Scooby and the gang to capture 13 ghosts. That's kind of like how Doctor Strange is telling Peter and friends to capture the villains. So yeah, it's basically a reference to 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo. The line makes sense, and I'm sorry for my previous ignorance. I am a better person now. Other than them just being a group of teenagers, and they don't even solve mysteries. Luckily, MJ was there to be an absolute girl boss and gaslighted him into saying please. We can see Electro and Sandman in the DCEU because you can clearly see James Corden right there. I mean, James Gordon. But now I need James Corden to play James Gordon because their names rhyme. hopefully these two get some proper directions and head straight over to the MCU. Here we have Peter trying to catch a pumpkin bomb and failing, which causes a car to blow up. I made a tweet saying, what if Happy was in that car and it got 100 likes? Then this other person makes a tweet saying that Electro kills Happy and I got 18,000 likes. So go follow me on Twitter and like all my tweets so that doesn't happen again. There's apparently 5,000 of them, so have fun with that. But you know, it'll be worthwhile because I'm getting Twitter likes and that's all that matters. Now, we've got Peter turning against Doctor Strange once he finds out that all the villains are going to be sent to their deaths, but in that scene he's wearing the upgraded suit, so this has to be before he gets paint thrown on it, which makes him wear it inside out, giving us the black and gold suit. But it seems like they've already captured the villains, plus it's nighttime here, but in the next scene it's during the day, and I doubt it took Doctor Strange that long to catch Spider-Man, so I think maybe they've replaced the black suit with the upgraded suit in the trailer, or maybe they've made it daytime when it's meant to be nighttime, or the other way around. Pretty much what I'm trying to say is something doesn't seem right here. Doc Ock is now going to be called Iron Ock Jr. since he uses Stark Tech to upgrade his tentacles, and I'm sure everyone loves that. Now the question is, if he's Iron Ock Jr., who's Iron Ock Sr.? But speaking of Iron Man tech, it looks like Electro might be using an arc reactor, which could explain why his powers look a bit different. Also, I'm loving how his powers create the classic Electro mask. Clearly WandaVision is the blueprint here, as it is for all things. It does seem like Electro is about to say his iconic line, "It's my birthday, now it's time to light my candles," but Doc Ock points out that since the eel accident which happened on his birthday, he's been in a coma for a few days, so it's actually not his birthday anymore, and he just looks like a bit of an idiot for saying that, which leads to him being blasted out of a building. Now we've got Gobby here with his deadly Beyblades. This sorta looks like a TASM reference, or they just decided to have him in front of the moon and had no intention making it look like the final scene in the second best Spider-Man movie, only below Spider-Verse, so it's actually the best live-action Spider-Man movie of all time, and if you disagree, you're wrong, because the Amazing Spider-Man movie is really good, and I should have said amazing there, shouldn't I? But moving on, we have Peter saying he can't save everyone, which makes me think someone's already been killed. This would have to be before the pumpkin bomb, since he's wearing the upgraded suit here, but there could be some CG wizardry at play. You can never know for sure what's actually in the movie and what's not. So there's this shot of Aunt May running, which doesn't really seem all that important, but the background does look the same as the one where the bomb goes off, so maybe Aunt May dies in this. Oh no, not Aunt May! Okay, I don't actually care about her in these films, she doesn't really do much at all, so I guess she can go die, and so can Ned and MJ, along with every other side character, because none of them are good, let's be honest here. Trailer ends with Peter going against Electro, Sandman and the Lizard, or maybe he only takes on one of them whilst the other two Spider-Men take on the others, or maybe the Invisible Woman is here and the Fantastic Four just got confirmed to be in this movie. Oh wait, no, there's actually more, wasn't there? MJ falls, Peter goes to catch her, but then Andrew's Peter comes in, knocking Peter out the way, saying, "If I can't save her, then neither can you." So MJ dies, just like Gwen, and I guess that's a spoiler, but whatever. So if you guys think the Andrew leak was real, then do I have news for you, because it's fake. I made it myself. Go check the video on screen to see how, because I definitely did. And if you like Spider-Man and Gotham, which is a bit of an odd combo, but I did make a video where those two collide, so you know, go and watch that, and I'll be off now, see ya.